Hey now guys, what is happening? I am back with another epic for you guys. Whoop whoop. Volume 2 of Thor, When Titans Clash, featuring the first appearance of Crusher Creel, aka the Absorbing Man. Stupid ass name. But his first appearance here, Loki gives him the power to absorb shit, and he runs amok. And over here, 129 of Thor. Journey into Mystery finally becomes Thor with issue 126. So now we're up to 1966. This covers 64 to 66. Journey into Mystery 110 to 125. Then Thor 126 to 130. Journey into Mystery Annual 1, which introduces Hercules. And Not Brand Ech number 3, which we don't need to talk about. It's stupid. But wow. We've now got an established language that Stan Lee has now established for the Asgardians. It's Shakespearean, and even if you guys are not into Shakespeare, it's still pretty cool because, it's good that, I know there's thy, thou, art, thither, thine, all that stuff. But again, it's obvious that Stan Lee is like, okay, let's give these people a real identity. Let's give the Asgardians a speech pattern. Let's make them epic. And I noticed that he's steered away from Jane and Don Blake and all that stuff, the whole soap opera General Hospital stuff, and has included more epic Thor adventures in the A stories, not just the Tales of Asgard, which, by the way, I love the Tales of Asgard stories. He's already introduced the Warriors 3, Fandral the Dashing, Hogan the Grim, Volstagg the Fat Fuck. They're all there. The Oversword has been cracked. This is in the Tales of Asgard, the B stories. Odin sends them off on the Odin ship, and they fight, trolls and the Utgard dragon and fucking these cocksuckers and those cocksuckers. It's epic stuff. Pardon my language, guys, but it's good stuff. Thor fights Hercules. There's a knockdown, drag-out brawl. At first in the annual, number 1, they fight each other for the first time, and they find that they're equally matched. Then, because Thor wants to be with Jane, and he disobeys Odin yet again, Odin, being the massive cock-sucking cunt that he is, decides to have Thor's powers while he's fighting Hercules, and he loses. Sorry, not sorry to spoil it for you guys. You guys, good luck getting this cheap, okay? They haven't even done a second print of this, This book is already almost 10 years. It came out in 2016. I looked on Amazon, guys. It's like the first price you see is $114 for this. Jack Kirby does the artwork. Stan Lee does the writing. A lot of dialogue. Same old, gorilla-looking figures, but it's getting to be bigger. Like, a lot of the panels are getting thicker. A lot of epic battle scenes. The covers are looking nice and sweet. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me turn it that way, right? Hold on. I want to show you Hercules. Hercules is now part of the supporting cast. I think in lieu of Jane, they now got rid of Jane. Tana Nile, who eventually shows up in Generation X, gets rid of fucking Jane, thank God, because I'm sick of her ass. Hercules is boastful and braggadocious and fights Thor. Hold on, I'm trying to find the... I don't know where it is. Okay, hold on. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that Thor just flying in the air, courtesy of Jack Kirby and I think Vince Colletta. Vince Colletta is love it or hate it, inker. I love this. In issue 124, which reintroduces Hercules, Thor is at a newsstand, which, mind you guys, there were no comic book stores back then. No direct market. But so if you had to get your comic books back in the 60s, you had to go to the newsstand and get your candy, your lollipops, your newspaper, and your comic books. And funnily enough, they have Fantastic Four hanging right up here. Thor's reading the newspaper. They got Amazing Spider-Man, Strange Tales, And then in this turn of the page, a little girl asks Thor if he's ever been to Vietnam. Now, just so you guys know, the Vietnam War was raging. Our troops were over there fighting and dying. Villagers over there were dying. So it was a sad state of affairs. Why do I bring this up? It's because here is where Stan Lee is now becoming socially conscious of a world. No longer can he stand by and be like, gee, let's write about cutesy poo stuff about, sodas and soda parlors and going on dates and yeah. No, he's like, wow, let's talk about the war. And eventually they'll talk about hippies and drugs, of course. I don't know about drugs and Thor, but I know hippies will appear. And it's gonna change. It's gonna rapidly evolve. I wouldn't say Stan Lee's at his best yet. And his best is more like the late 60s, around 67 to 1970, 71. Especially on Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. But here in Thor, he's now including epic battles and social commentary. And I like it, But what I don't like is these fucking pedestrian assholes always asking Thor these stupid fucking questions about like, hey, Thor, show us your mallet. Do some tricks for us. Like, no, he's not your fucking monkey. Leave him alone, I kept saying that. These I'm spitting. Ugh. But these assholes are just asking him these asinine questions. But this little girl's like, my daddy's in Vietnam. Have you ever been to Vietnam? And Thor's like, yes, I've been to Vietnam, little girl. Tell your daddy that you met Thor and he's thinking about him. It's a sweet moment and it's poignant. And yeah, reality is setting into the Marvel Universe. There's a lot of references to the Beatles a couple times. And who else? No, I think just that. But, here's where Stan Lee is starting to wise up and smarten up. He's already established Shakespearean dialect for the Asgardians. He's including epic battles. And I like it, There's still Dawn and Jane are featured, but less and less. Like, less General Hospital, more Ragnarok. And yeah, at Ragnarok is discussed. Ragnarok is featured in the Tales of Asgard. I don't have my fucking glasses, guys, so I'm blind as a bat, but wow. If I can get lucky, look at someone just... I'll give it to Kirby. Kirby can draw well, and he doesn't have Joe Sinat as his inker, which, again, you get these melted faces of characters, which I don't really care for, but what can you do? But yeah, Odin, I don't like... Odin is still a fucking cunt. I don't like how he'll get mad and rage that Thor disobeys him, takes his power, and then he's like, oh, why did I do that? Oh, I regret doing that. Fucking Odin just has no common sense, no leadership skills, no father ability, no fatherly patriarchal ability other than to tell people what to do and to rage when people question him. Sounds like a certain president, right, guys? But we're not going to talk about that because this is not a political channel. I'm just saying, Odin showed shades of the Orange Goblin. Yeah, I really like, you know what? Let me show you. I want to show you guys my favorite picture, which is in 126. Hold on. Okay. I'm blind, guys. I'm blind. Hold on. It's such a, let me see, 120. Fuck. It's in 126 where it finally is Thor now rather than Journey into Mystery. Yeah, look at that cover. 126 is now officially Thor. Thor and Hercules come face to face to see who is the mightiest god of them all, the Olympian or the Asgardian. Look at this page right there. I love that fucking splash page right there, right here where my finger is. Thor beating down Hercules, but Hercules wins. Why? Because Odin takes his power. Gotta love the Tales of Asgard. Tales to Astonish. I almost said Tales to Astonish. Tales of Asgard. No, this is Queen Ula of the Flying Trolls of Thryheim. Yeah, they go all over the place. Oh, I didn't even mention the Trial of the Gods. So, Thor and Loki end up on Skornheim, and Loki uses the Norn stones to cheat because Loki's gonna Loki. And of course, Thor sees it, asks Thor, he loses the race. Loki wins, But he's like, no, let me prove that this asshole, this cocksucker cheated. And of course, he goes to Vietnam, gets Vietnam is addressed. So the Viet Cong, the communists, have the Norn stones, but they don't realize it. In 120, he drops the stone. In 116, 17, and 18 is the trial of the gods. He accidentally drops a Norn, Thor accidentally drops a Norn stone. So then this witch doctor eventually named the Demon, takes the Norn stone and uses it to fuck with everybody and take over the world. Of course, Thor kicks his ass. In 124, 125. Same issue as the little girl in Vietnam and the comic books. Yeah. What was my point? Oh, well, the Norn stones. That's just it. So there's a whole storyline where he has to find the Norn stones, prove his Loki's duplicity and cheating. Odin's like, okay, you're right. Loki, you're banished now to be the slave of this sorcerer named Ularic. And of course, Loki just fucks with everybody. Again, I don't know why they don't just like exile him from Asgard. Odin is such a bad father and bad leader. It's like, it's maddening. It's just trials upon trials upon trials. But it's back and forth between like the Tales of Asgard and the Ace stories. I mean, what else? I know I'm missing something, guys. I tell you what, go to the posts, guys. I had to post it twice, like two parts, guys, because the Tales of Asgard are like a story unto themselves. So yeah, volume 1, volume 2, I had to split it into 2 parts, guys. I didn't want to shortchange you on the details. So if I miss anything, check out the posts and get a rundown of what happens within each issue. I did my best, you know. I guess that's pretty much it. Karnilla, the Queen of the Norns. She's not called Karnilla. They just call her Queen of the Norns. Mjolnir doesn't even have a name. They call it the Uru Mallet, or the Uru Hammer. Oh yeah, funnily enough, I forgot to mention in volume 1, Hela was introduced along with Lady Sif in issue 97. But I'm going to do a short of some things that I missed, which was really stupid, which shows how bad Stan Lee's writing is. I'll tell you right now. So Thor goes to save Sif as a favor to Balder, because that's his sister apparently. Hela has kidnapped Sif, and because Thor's heart is pure, Hela, mind you, the Queen of Death or the Queen of Hell or whatever the fuck, is like, oh, I can't kill you. Your heart is pure. Take Sif and go. That's literally all that happens, guys. In 5 issues. Oh, no, excuse me. In 5 pages of the Tales of Asgard. This is in volume 1, by the way. This has nothing to do with volume 2, but I just wanted to amend that because I forgot to mention it. And also in volume 1, he fights communists, aliens, and gangsters. Thor does that. Not anymore in volume 2, but it's funny how Marvel and Stan Lee have Hulk, Iron Man, I think Daredevil, Captain America, the X-Men, the Avengers, the Fantastic Four fight gangsters, space aliens, and communists. Like, fucking Stan Lee's a terrible writer. But in volume 2, he's getting better, guys. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think that's it for me. I'm sure I missed a lot. Absorbing Man's first appearance, Warriors 3 first appearance, Vietnam, comic books, Trial of the Gods, the Cobra, and Mr. Hyde bother Thor a little bit in 110 and 111. Journey into Mystery becomes Thor. Hercules is introduced in the annual number 1 and then has an epic fight with Thor. Odin is still a cunt. Oh, and Pluto. Pluto, the god of the underworld, the Olympian god. He's an enemy of Hercules, is introduced in 127. He tricks Hercules into signing a contract where now he's the king of the netherworld. And then Odin has to be his champion to bail his ass out, even though Hercules beat his ass. It's crazy. And that's from 128 through 130. That happens. Odin nearly loses Asgard to the Absorbing Man, because the Absorbing Man can apparently absorb the Odin power. And then there's this dude named, not Siegfried. What the fuck's his name? Sigrid? No, not Sigrid. Some cocksucker in issue 127 nearly kills Odin because Odin stupidly gave this guy the Odin power. His councilman, I forgot his fucking name, but it's in it's like Sigrid. No, it's not Sigrid. Check it out in the post, guys. I forget the name. It's a dumb name. Oh my God. I'm tempted to look, but you know what? I'm done, guys. I am so tired. I'm going to sleep, okay? All right, guys, leave your comments down below. I love you all. I hope you guys love these reviews because it's because of you I'm doing this. Well, partially. I'm doing it because I have nothing else to do. All right, guys. I love it. Keep reading those epics. Good luck on trying to get this, guys, but I encourage you to try to find it on eBay if you can. Amazon, it's fetching for $114 and up. Oh my God, I saw Volume 5, The Fall of Asgard, is $999, $1,000 for Volume 5, which I have and I'll get to at some point, guys. Oh, Volume 3. We're now up to the, no, the fuck? Sorry. The Wrath of Odin, guys. Volume 3. I pulled out Volume 5. I pulled out Volume 5 by mistake. This is the next one, guys. Volume 3, The Wrath of Odin. Like we haven't had enough of his wrath and his stupidity. How about the stupidity of Odin? That would be a better title. Oh, the Destroyer. I didn't even mention. See, this is the Destroyer. The Destroyer was also introduced in this volume. I don't understand how Odin could create something to protect the Earth, but then it's turned against Thor and cannot be destroyed, but Thor can eventually destroy it. You know, Stanley logic. It's like, whatever. Oh shit, this thing's kind of chewed up. The little spine here kind of chewed out. Oh well, you get what you pay for. All right, guys, that's enough out of me. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Volume 3, Wrath of Odin is next. And this, guys, was Volume 2 that I reviewed, When Titans Clash. See you next time, guys. Bye.